So I'm going to take about 20 minutes now to talk about what Spring is and what we have in store with Kick coming up in the fall in the next couple of months. So my name is Ilya. I'm the Kick director at Spring, which is a purpose-driven activator in Vancouver. We're located in Vancouver, BC, and we're all about connecting companies and investors and people who are looking to start something together and making them grow faster. So our real main focus, though, is on purpose. What I mean by purpose is a reason for something that is done or created, and we feel like that more and more purpose is becoming part of why to start a company. You don't just start a company to make money these days, you start a company to solve a big problem, such as education or healthcare or infrastructure or sustainability. And we kind of look for those companies that are overtly purposeful and impactful, as well as companies that are looking to kind of bring that out of what they're doing their day to day. So we've had, over the last year and a half, we've been around for a year and a half. We've had over 100, actually over 500 people come through all of our workshops, and over 75 Kicksters from around the world, Brazil, Venezuela, US, Canada, all parts of Canada have gone through our programs. I'll get into that a little bit later, but let's first start with the definition. What is that 360-degree purpose and kind of how does that look? So we look at four things. We look at people. Are you helping people? Planet. Are you helping the planet? Are you helping create more sustainability? How are you doing your business practices? Are there things there that are improving the environment? We look at purpose, as I mentioned, and then we look at profits. So we are very much profit-driven. Spring itself is a for-profit company. We like to bring in companies that are both for-profit and non-profit, but we really believe that social enterprises, as they're called here, are the future of technology companies, and we think there's a really interesting intersection happening at the kind of that relationship between impact and tech. So I just want to, can everybody hear me? Hey guys, I'm back. I just want to make sure you guys all I didn't lose you all. Can you still hear me? Just checking in again. I saw there were some audio issues, but I hope that's okay. So as I was saying, the intersection of impact and tech. So why should you care about that? Well, there's tons of disruption happening these days. Companies like Airbnb and Uber and many more are really pushing the boundaries as to what is possible with a small team. You look at something like an Instagram or WhatsApp. There are multi-billion-dollar plus and then almost $20 billion acquisitions with small teams and companies like Tom Shoes and Kickstarter, Etsy. They're kind of the new breed of socially responsible and also very profitable and exciting companies that are changing the way everything's happening. So how can Spring help? What is it that we're all about? What do we do? So we do have a space here in Vancouver, and we rent it out for events. We have an office here, we're co-working space. We like to call ourselves an activator because there is kind of a journey that the entrepreneur takes. They're going from maybe 0 to 2 million in revenue. So you might have an idea, or some of you guys here are pre-idea stage. How do you guys take those ideas and put them into the real world? That's kind of what we'll be talking about now with Kick. But then we also have our own accelerator program coming soon and a lot of partnerships here that we can refer people to. So before I go on, I'm just going to take a minute to see if there's any questions. Can anyone have any questions? Let me know. You have 10 seconds to type them. If everything is clear, I'll just keep going. Okay, great. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. So what is Kick? Kick is a virtual, actually it's a blended incubator program. What that means is that we have both in-person live classes together with online classes such as the one you're participating in now in this webinar. We actually use this very platform, GoToWebinar, and we do the classes at the same time when someone's in person and someone's online. So for example, if you guys, for example, a lot of you guys aren't living in Canada right now, how do you participate and get all the benefit and all the mentorship and all the connections that Kik can provide? So we do that with GoToWebinar. We do that with Slack, which is a tool that we use to communicate within the cohort. We have over 70 people in our Kickster Slack community. And then we also do that with Google Docs, email, and things like that. So the beauty of it is that you, no matter where you're starting up, no matter where you're kind of looking to start, you're going to get connected to this amazing network and go through the Kik program to then help you reach your startup goals. And I'll talk a little bit about some stats. So Kik, in the last year, we've had 65 entrepreneurs. 65 entrepreneurs. Okay, I just saw your guys' questions. Okay, all came back. Looks like it's clear now. Great. Yeah, sorry I had a little blip there. So we had 65 entrepreneurs go through the program. Oh, I just want to say hi, Amanda. Amanda, I just saw you just joined. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, you're from Kamloops Innovation, right?
Yeah, sorry I'm a bit late. I just got the reminder email.
No worries. Glad that you got that email. We were just kind of getting to the nuts and bolts of what Kik is, but maybe you can introduce yourself quickly to everyone on the webinar, and if you have any questions, please feel free.
For sure. Hey everyone, my name's Amanda, and I'm the community builder at Kamloops Innovation. So I'm kind of auditing what's going on, and we probably we'll be doing showing this to some of our companies in Kamloops, and maybe with some of the students that we work with at TRU. So we're kind of just checking it out and seeing what we can do with Spring.
Awesome. I think there's a question here. Oh, I just responded to it. That you're connected to Peter Elkins. Is that something? I'm not sure if Miriam asked that for you or for me, Amanda. But do you know Peter? He's used to run Kik in Victoria.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
The name's not ringing a bell.
Mhm.
But I do know a Peter in Victoria. I can't remember. I don't think
Okay.
that's the last name though.
Well, it's okay. Just so everyone knows, yeah, Kik is actually a global incubator program. So cities like Kamloops, which is kind of leading the way in the Okanagan, and cities like Victoria on Vancouver Island, Vancouver. We have Kik, I think, in all of continents around the world. Athens, Greece. We just had someone join from Baltimore in the U.S., San Francisco, New York, of course, Portland, Seattle. So you'll be getting plugged into this community that really is truly global. So that's really exciting. Amanda, I'm just going to put you back on mute. I'm just going to finish through, I think about 5, 10 more minutes, and then
Yeah, for
and then
sure.
we'll just maybe do Q&A at the end. Great to have you with us. All right, guys. So as I was saying, the first month you get 40 hours of in-class participation, and that means that you are in class with a mentor, doing a mentorship session for the first half, and then the second half is an actionable period where you go off and work on your company. The classes are 6 to 9 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll get into the details a little bit later, but the beauty of it is that now we have this virtual community that you can get all of this information no matter where you are and no matter when you want it. So if you want to rewatch any of the sessions, that's possible. And it's going to be something that we're going to be innovating with. I'm extremely interested in virtual reality. So how we can use VR, virtual reality, to have Kik sessions is something that I've been thinking about a lot, and hopefully next year that becomes a reality. So let's dream big, and kind of that's what we're trying to do, is create that global community of entrepreneurs that are helping each other grow faster. And you also do get thousands of dollars in software perks, and I'll get into that a little bit later. So Kik is designed to tool you up to be a great entrepreneur. And what that means is that we give you the toolkit and community needed to be a great entrepreneur with no matter what idea you have. So if this idea that you have doesn't work out, that's actually great. That's what we want. We want to get to that point as fast as possible. Fail fast is something that we really like to talk about and experiment often, and just keep trying till you find that idea, because it probably won't be your first or second or third. It'll probably be something like your fifth, sixth, or seventh idea that really is the one that changes your life and the life of many others. Kick is also inclusive. So if you're for-profit, nonprofit, if you are looking to maybe do a pivot, or you just have an idea and don't have anything, we can help you. Or it's all about kind of getting unstuck and growing faster. And we put the right tools in your hands to succeed. And really, what you do is up to you. We're just here kind of to guide you and be those that mentor, that path. So then, why join Kick? I mean, you could probably get a lot of free information online. You can probably go out and do your own networking on LinkedIn. You can probably kind of get all this stuff on your own. But really what Kick is that you really shorten that time down from maybe years or multi-months to really 1 or 2 months, where you kind of get the right information that you need to do, the right path to follow, and then you kind of go through that quickly. We're really heavy on customer discovery, so we're going to get you out there, get you talking to tons of people, between 50 to 100 people in 1 month. That's going to give you so much information about whether your idea makes sense or not. It's going to be a way for you to add to your network. So as I mentioned, we have over 20 mentors come through Kick. Our larger network as a whole at Spring is probably close to 75 to 100, and that's continuously growing. And we also get to confirm that if you really want to do this, you kind of get to test out your idea without actually quitting your job or completely radically changing your life. You get to know and have certainty, have clarity around the fact that this is a good idea or not, or maybe there's another way to do this. And finally, discipline and structure. So being part of a peer group of highly motivated entrepreneurs really gives you that discipline and that structure you need to have daily check-in calls, to have someone kicking your butt to make sure you're doing the things you said you're going to do. And that's really what Kick is. So again, just recapping, what you get is access to a global network, over 20 cities, actually numbers closer to 30. You get 40 hours of in-class, you get a book, you get exclusive videos, you get access to more than 4 now. I think it's 10 or 15 funding sources, partners like Fan City and Futurepreneur and the Business Development Bank of Canada all help fund Kicksters after they graduate. We've actually had 8 Kicksters get funding from either this or also equity-based fundraising. So that means that some of them have actually gotten an angel investment as well as getting accepted into an accelerator program, which is the case with MuseFind. So again, that's 43 companies, 8 of which already have raised money, and 16 of which are in revenue. So we had some really great stories to tell, and I'm excited for you guys to meet them all once you join Kick. So here are some of the 20 mentors that you'll have access to. People like Alex Greenhill from My Best Helper. They won Startup Weekend in 2013, voted one of the best startups in Canada, in Vancouver. Someone like Michael Rollins from Junction Strategies. He's a digital marketing expert focused on countries that are more like India and Latin America, more base of the pyramid. Stephanie Sang from Granted. Granted's a great organization and partner of ours. They actually go out and find grants for you. So they find free money for you. Someone like Richard was the founder of BrightKit. Now was working at Hootsuite Campaigns. His startup was acquired, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. And yeah, it's something that we like to really connect you with those people in a personalized way. So you're not only going to get thrown into these and go out and make these relationships on your own. We're actually going to make customized introductions for you in order for you to get to that right mentor to answer your question right when you need it, which is super exciting, we think. And lastly, I guess, is that you'll get these great perks. So you'll get discounts at things like Zendesk, Eventbrite, Rackspace, Pipedrive CRM, Moz for SEO. You literally get hundreds of thousands of dollars in free perks. So that we like to say that pays for tuition itself. We also have a co-working space. So when you do come to Vancouver, or if you're in Vancouver now, you're going to be able to come and hang out at the space for whenever you want. We have an area called the Cave, which is downstairs, and it's 3,400 square feet of event space. So you can use it to host meetups for your company or launch parties or whatever it is that you want to do that'll help you move your business forward. You're free to kind of be a part of that and use that space. So the Kick community applications are now open, and we are launching on September 8th, which will be a Tuesday. Again, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., plus the 24/7 on-demand access in the Slack group. And the pricing, so first 5 signups, I get the early bird pricing of $750, and then general admission is $995, and student and second co-founder, I should add that, are $495. And we do accept credit cards, checks, etc. We can figure out ways for that to happen. We also have something just for you guys that are on the webinar now, which is a $20 membership to the Kick Toolkit. So what we've done is we've created a Kick Toolkit that is $20 a month that includes all the tools that you need to kind of get your business from idea onto the internet. So we want to help you kind of with that first push, get your idea out of your brain and into the real world. And that's only $20 a month. It includes access to this toolkit and a lot of other things that we're looking and building and experimenting, trying to kind of eat our own dog food by learning as much from you guys who are our customers. And that's really what we teach to do at Kick. So the last thing I'll say is that it's really hard to be an entrepreneur. It's probably one of the hardest things out there. You don't have that stable income maybe, or you're trying to launch something, create something new, and really kind of bring out this idea into the world. Kick gives you that confidence to know that you can do it because you're surrounded by other people that are doing it as well. And you kind of get into that mindset, and that's really infectious. And there's something that to be said for that no matter where you are in the world, if you're part of the Kick community, you're going to have access to a group of people that want to help you. So that's really exciting. We're looking for that next Kickstarter, Etsy, Kiva, Whole Foods. These kind of companies are the ones that we're looking for, and we hope that you guys would be or are looking to be one of those as well. So we can kind of chat more now about questions. Just know that it's going to be the defining mechanism of profit in the future. So if that's kind of how we are looking at this, and we want you to be part of that story. So I'll finish up there, and if there's any questions, I will gladly answer them. Miriam, I see you have your hand up. Miriam.
Yeah.
Hey, was that clear?
Can I speak or
Yeah,
I just have
for sure.
to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question. For example, for Latin Americans that they want to join the team there in Vancouver, and they want to be, they want to take advantage of the space and the mentoring and all that. What kind of visa they apply?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that depends on what their end purpose is. If they're looking to come here just to visit and to learn more about the city, and I think a tourist visa or a visitor visa is the best. But if they're looking to really bring their company, and that's probably something where a college might be interesting, or a self-employed. But there's other ways we can kind of go, and I think that every case is individual. Like everyone has different goals. But I recommend just a regular visa.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, awesome. Great question, Miriam.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Anyone else have any questions on Kick, on Spring? Anyone have any startup ideas that they're looking to launch? Love to hear about those. All right, guys. Well, the next step, if anyone is interested in kind of learning more about Spring, oh, here we go, Vinicius. So for people who don't have a startup idea, well, what we can do is we can have a call, Vinicius, and we can see kind of what you're interested in and where you're looking to start an idea, start a business. Maybe if you have some industries, I'm just going to take you off mute, Vinicius, and just kind of, hey, can you hear me, Vinicius?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually don't have any startup idea for now, but
Okay.
I'm very interested in working in a startup environment, especially in Vancouver.
Yeah.
So for me and for those people that don't have really an idea for now, what does Kick has to offer?
So we have something called the Kick Talent Pool, and I'll put that in the Slack or in the chat right now. It's a listing of all of of all of the people that are involved in Kick and their ideas. So here you can see, and I hope you guys all see it on my screen, I just pulled it up, a lot of different people and kind of what they're doing. For example, here we have Piper, who is computing research in the field of aging, very interesting. We have Lancy, who's doing something in accounting, starting a UBC degree in computer science. Someone like Ali, who's doing an electric bike conversion kit, very interesting. So we have these people that are all doing exciting projects, and what they're looking for is people like you, talented people. Vinicius, what kind of skills do you have?
Yeah, I work as a digital marketer.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, digital marketing is definitely something that, is definitely something that people at Kick will need. So if you can go through that list there on your own and see, maybe someone that you're interested in meeting, or you can add yourself to that list, and you and I can have a conversation, maybe one-on-one, to see who specifically or what company is interesting for you. And then obviously, if you do get an idea, then we can kind of help you take your idea through Kick.
All right, cool. That's great.
Awesome. Cool. And did you guys, were you able to see that link? It's just on the chat. Can everybody see the chat? It's just the last bottom here, the chat. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, awesome. And I'll just put it here again as well in the questions. Cool, guys. Well, let's see if anyone else has any questions. And guys, just so you know, I'll have my email. It's just ilya@spring.is. You can send me an email there, and I will be happy to have another chat with you. I see Gabrielle has a question. Hey, Gabrielle.
Hi, Ilya.
How you doing?
I'm great. Actually, my question was near the last one. I think I have an idea, but this is just the beginning. Here in Brazil, we have a website called Buscapé. It's a website. I think
know
you
it.
know.
Yeah, of
you
course.
lived here. Yes, it's a website you can compare any products, and the idea of the startup is do the Buscapé of the services. You can so you can compare services that is similar than other services.
Very cool. Very cool.
Actually, as I'm the beginning, the idea I didn't search it that much, and I don't know if that exists something near that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's something like Angie's List here in Canada and the US. Angie's List, I think. So you can get local business listings, so you can see information about local services and local businesses. I don't know if it's scroll up local services. You can see this one. So this might be a good, maybe do this for Latin America. That might be your TaskRabbit as well is a really good one. Yeah, TaskRabbit.
Something like that.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's exciting. It's an interesting market. Awesome. All right, I think that's great. I'm just gonna put you back on mute, Gabrielle. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions? I'll be here happy to be here for another 5-10 minutes answering any questions you might have. And then obviously we can chat individually. So maybe Amanda, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Amanda, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Did it make sense? Were you able to? Hey, can you hear me? Yeah. All clear from your end? Were you able to understand like the value proposition and kind of what we're looking to do?
Yeah, for sure. I think Keith had told us a lot about the program and told us about the webinar and stuff like that that was happening this week. And I think myself and Kimberly and Lincoln will probably audit the kind of like the first go, I guess, that's starting in November, and see what is going to work and what will work for some of the companies that we work with and some of the students that we work with, and might be something we'd like to do with the generator, which is at TRU, and a lot of the student companies that will be coming through in the fall and in the second semester as well. So you'll probably see us in this next launch kind of just like auditing.
Perfect. No, yeah, that's what Keyman mentioned, and I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Good to have you guys on board.
Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. We'll chat soon, I guess, offline.
Yeah.
Cool. Just gonna put you back on mute, Amanda. Thank you. All right. So if no one else has any other questions, Renato, Vanessa, Oswaldo, Mariana, Galditson, cool name. I'll spend another 2 minutes here just kind of waiting to see if you guys have anything comes to mind, but if not, then I think that we can kind of wrap it up, and I'll follow up with you guys individually afterwards tomorrow. Fabio, hi. I think Fabio just joined us. Can you hear? All right, guys. I think we're good. Fabio, I saw just joined us, so I want to make sure that you had. Fabio, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, okay. Fabio, hello? Okay, never mind. I don't think he was listening. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. I think we're good. I really appreciate all of you spending some time here with us. I hope you enjoyed a little bit about the presentation and got a lot more information about what Kik is and how we're here to help. If you need anything more, my email, ilya@spring.is. Nino, interesting. Mariana, okay, great. Mariana, I want to hear about your startup. I'm going to put you on mute, off mute. Hey, Mariana. Sorry, I didn't say your question until now.
I was just talking to my... No, it's okay, don't worry. I was talking to my friend right now, trying to find an easy way to explain about our idea. And it was just what I thought, exactly how I thought it would be better to explain, to just confirm it that.
Perfect.
We have the digital marketing company.
Yeah.
And here in Brazil, the first thing people stop doing when they are in a crisis is the marketing, all the marketing process and everything. And we want to change that. We want to offer not cheap but not expensive marketing services for small companies, and for those, they are not like McDonald's or something big.
For sure, small and medium-sized businesses.
Yeah.
Very cool.
This is our idea.
I like it. Have you heard of Hootsuite?
Yeah. I was talking to Andrea. I sent her an email on LinkedIn, and she was talking to me and everything.
Very cool. Well, definitely, let's talk about that offline. Mariana, send me an email. I want to hear more about how we can help increase the market or effectiveness of small and medium-sized businesses, for sure.
Okay.
And Nino, I'm going to take you off mute now as well. Can you tell us about your startups that you've done before?
Yeah, I have worked in one startup and folded two here, but not working for many months. I don't hear what's your question.
Tell me about your startup that you've done before.
My last startup, I have worked with e-commerce to sell, and how can I say, have a 3D platform to the people make your own product.
Create. Okay, so 3D print your own product. Is that right?
Yes, and have other people who can I can send in Portuguese.
Yeah, yeah. You can just send me an email, Nino, and we'll talk on email.
Okay,
Okay.
it's hard to me to explain
No,
now.
you're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna just maybe wait another 5 minutes here, and we'll sign off. But okay. Well, Adriano, I'm gonna take you off mute. Seems like your English isn't that great, but that's okay. Don't worry about that.